preteen in his adolescent years, he put his mind on being an entrepreneur. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to introduce you tonight to an amazing gentleman from Maywood, the West Side
come on, West Side
of Chicago. He has garnered the name the King of ManWeave. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome to the show. Wait, let me tell y'all who some of his high-profile clients are.
Okay.
Athletes, businessmen, community leaders. He is the personal barber of Judge Greg Mathis, who has, of course, the nationally syndicated Judge Mathis show. The list goes on and on and on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Weaveologist extraordinaire, Mr. Erskine Reeves. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here. So now, at the age of 12, you knew hair was your business.
Absolutely.
Tell us about your younger years.
When I started off at 12, my dad, he used to always cut our hair at the house, and so we stayed fresh. And so just being a little jokester growing up, it was a kid at school, he needed a haircut. And we talked about him so bad, by the end of the day, I felt bad about it. I said, you know what, my dad cut my hair a lot. I think I could do it. So I went from talking about him to talking him into getting his haircut. Took him home, gave him the worst haircut he ever had, but I've been cutting ever since.
You kidding me?
Yes,
gave
sir.
him the worst haircut.
Absolutely.
Is he still your friend?
You know what?
Yeah.
I know him. He's an associate of mine. And ironically, he's a barber now.
Oh, really?
I wonder what's wrong you playing his story.
Exactly.
Look, I'm so glad that didn't end with nobody having a prison sentence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
right.
Luckily for us, it was a dropout that was at 16 in the 8th grade, but he knew how to cut hair really good. We went and found him, and he finished it, and we was all good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So you actually have a barber's academy, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that.
So my barber academy is located in Hillside, Illinois. It's right on the border of Bellwood, which is where I'm from. And the highlight of the program really is I have a high school contract with Proviso East and West, District 209. And I have juniors that start in the program as a junior. When they finish as a senior, they're graduating with their high school diploma as well as their hours to get their barber license. So they're being released into the, to the real world with some skills, or they're going to college with, working skills, and they don't have to call mom at home for money.
Now, you know what?
excellent.
I think that's a program that needs to happen in every school. I really do. You know what I'm saying? That is a
What happened to trades? We used to learn how to cook. We used to have shop. We don't have none of that no more.
Yeah.
But I think that is beautiful because, again, you are providing these young men and sometimes young women a
ladies.
way to support themselves.
Yep. We
Absolutely.
Like that. Very nice.
I mean, I had a really good highlight just last weekend. I was in Bangkok, Thailand, and I was able to take two of my former students that was 20 years old now from my high school barber class with me. They had their own money doing their own thing, and it was just great to see them grow like that. So
Right. Okay, and so now you are known as the creator of the ManWeave. Mm-hmm. And so now I'm old, so I remember people wearing toupees, and I knew a couple of people that wore toupees and things like that. What is the meaning of ManWeave? I guess it's more hipper and more terminology.
Yeah, I mean, ManWeave is pretty much the hashtag and the word that the consumer uses to Google us. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we like to call it either hair unit or cranial prosthesis, and it's a lot of other different professional names for it, but I'll roll with the ManWeave because that's what they Google me for to make the money, so it's cool. So the main difference between that and a toupee is really, the toupee has been around for a very long time, but they didn't have looks that was believable that we like, you know what I'm saying, as African Americans and also Hispanics, and that we can believe in. So we kind of steered away from it. I mean, there's a couple of brothers that was getting it, but their stuff was looking crazy. Right. So we basically adopted.
We gotta name the ones we know.
Exactly.
Right. Looking like Cookie Monster.
Obviously. Yeah, and the textures and all that didn't match up. Right. So what we was able to do is just really adapt that to the styles that we like. So our guys don't have to just, have a tight beard game and just, wear their hat if they ball. Now they got options, They can fool them just as good as the women can now.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
So now when a guy comes to you and he wants to get a ManWeave, and I think most guys listening, the guys here would all think we talking about flowing locks and things like that. You actually can can put fade on somebody. And, I mean, I saw, your work on Windy City Live, and I've looked at other clips. You can get it, because I'm sitting there looking at you like, is that your hair sitting on your right?
Hey, that's the first.
Is this your hair on your head?
That's all me. I'm just in there strong. But look, I definitely would get one if I needed one. No problem. I could do it myself. So
not just a member of the president, I would also a member.
That's right.
You know how that commercial worked out for them, right? That's a multi-million-dollar business. Absolutely.
You a brother, so we're gonna support you on that. So how does this ManWeave work?
Well, basically, it's a couple different ways we can do it. We can do it with pre-made lace piece units, which I've adapted. I have my own hair company now, ER Hair Systems. Shameless plug there. Yes, and I can make, I have pre-made lace pieces that I can install on the hair. Or I can take loose textured hair and then I can apply it to the scalp using adhesives or what have you. Mm-hmm. So the latter technique probably is an intro technique where it might last, 2 to 3 weeks. And then if they're liking this hair unit situation, then we'll bridge the gap with them and we'll get them something that will last longer, like a lace piece unit. So the girls ain't the only ones getting lace front.
Oh, I see.
Absolutely.
All right.
So what is the what's the consistency of, like, from time to time making it look the same? Because that's, as a woman who wears a weave, even from, I used to. I can't even believe how long it's been. But that used to be the problem. Like, is the quality of the hair always the same? Is the installation the same? Because if you're a man and you think you got it, then you go looking different.
Right.
How do you handle that?
That's going to be based on the technician. Once you find a person that could do it right, I would just suggest you stick to them. It's not one of those styles you're going to go to, your barber, and then later on you're going to go to somebody down the street. So you want to find one good guy that's doing it, or a young lady that's doing it, and you want to stick to them. And then you should get the consistency, because they'll use the same hair, the same textures, and what have you. Yeah, but you don't want to be chair hopping.
You're right. That's the one thing about men. I will admit that when guys do find that right barber, it does become a personal relationship.
We like to keep it like that too.
Yeah, but a lot of times women be like, "Girl, I'm up.
I'm not lying.
I'm out."
You know what I'm saying?
So-and-so do curls better, or
they be frying chicken while we be
right.
Got to do their kids' hair.
That's
shit,
a different story.
Like
So now, I know, and that's the bad part about it. So let me ask you this: for the average guy that would like to sit down and have a consultation with you, how long does that all work? And is one of the things you come in and you be like, look, let me go in the back. Oh, I got kinky hair. I got, how does that all work?
So it's definitely something that they want to come and we're going to have like a 10, 15 minute consultation about, because it's a new situation for a guy. He's never even dreamed of going in a barbershop or a salon and say, I'm going to come out with, some type of weave or something. So it's very foreign. Mm-hmm. So if you want to have success in it, you got to have a decent consultation. Basically, just walk them through all the fears and the questions that they would have. Mm-hmm. So normally we would sit them down. I want to know what kind of style they had that they want. Maybe it was the style they had back in 95 when they was popping.
You want that high top fade.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And then you look at the texture of their hair, and then I show them different textures that can match color as well. And really just, like I said, take the fear out of getting it. It's nothing that's really hard on them. They just got to, come see me every 2 weeks just to kind of touch it up, keep it fresh. Mm-hmm. Maybe tie their hair up at night with a do-rag, and they good.
Okay, so go ahead.
You had mentioned before we got on air, you said you also do beards.
Yeah.
So you can apply just a few. Help. I got questions.
So the beard game is a little bit more strategical, just because you're washing your face and stuff every day. So the beard probably lasts you 10 days to 14 days.
So wait. Mm-hmm. You're saying. This is what you're saying.
Joseph, for my birthday, I'm going to get me a full beard.
You saying that all these men out here that we are going gaga over in the beard game groups and getting all these thousands and thousands of likes on these pictures. You're saying that it could be an afro wig cut on their face and glued on.
You never know.
You're breaking my heart.
We have definitely evened the playing field, so you don't know.
Oh, even the playing field.
Absolutely, because the women, they can take off their hair at night, pop off their lead press on nails, and you don't know what's real. Watch their face, they got a whole nother complexion. So we just have to even the playing field a little bit. That's all.
Half of these women can't even open their iPhone 10 because the phone don't recognize them.
You right about that.
They phone don't even recognize.
Yes.
They got to do the fingerprint thing.
One of my friends can't get it to open because her eyebrows wasn't drawn.
That's right. That phone don't recognize
That's
it. They
too
gonna let them in, and they gonna be more let them in than the man in the moon. So, and look, now here's the deal. You better make sure that's a dude under that beard too. Now that's a whole other show too. Make sure that's a dude really under that beard. All right, so listen. We got a little more time left.
Go for it.
So we are able to pick the hair type. We're able. So now, let's say if somebody was to do this, are they able to wash their hair in between seeing you? And what about sweat? Swimming, all that.
So the unit is sweat durable. Okay, you don't want to immerse it in water. Okay, because it's just a lot of things that could go wrong. And so I tell them to stay away from moisture. Moisture is the enemy. Like, it's your hair, but it's not your hair.
Okay.
And so I just try to minimize problems that they could have and get them used to, just, hey, coming back and let's, refreshen it up.
Okay.
But stay out of water. You can go work out, you can sweat, you can do all that, but don't go dipping your head in the pool, man. You might come out with no hair,
Okay, so gentlemen, you do not want to get this for your baptism. Not only will Christ accept you, but the whole congregation gonna fall out. So just please do not get this for your baptism, all right? Because you're definitely gonna get that head wet. When we come back at the top of the hour, we're going to continue with the master of ManWeave, and then we're going to continue with our pre-Sweetest Day celebration. You're listening to Real Talk, Real People. Look, fellas, don't get baptized with that weave on. You'll be a master. They'll be talking about your church. We'll be back in just a moment.
That was good.
Great interview.
All right.
Great interview. Good job.
But yeah, they can get, you can get in the pool, it won't come off. But the blending, you'll kind of affect the blending situation. So I just tell them to stay out the pool.
So do you do dreads too?
Say that again.
Do you do dreads too?
Yeah, you could do the dreads. When that movie came out, what was
With
that?
Nick Cannon?
Yeah, no. What was the movie? Black Panther.
Oh.
So when it came out, they have a unit that looked just like the guy, Kilimanjaro, whatever his name was.
Really?
Yeah. That's a popular one.
Okay, so when we come back, I'll ask you about that as well.
Okay.
Too.
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, have all your suits made and stuff.
Yep.
This my buddy,
That's
y'all.
our chat,
I love
Daddy.
this man.
Thanks for having me. We going back on air in a minute.
Coach Mo, he gonna get you on Facebook Live.
Coach Mo in the house.
Hey.
Yeah, so you don't never need no weave. That natural hair looks really good on you.
Thank you very much. I cut it off. I used to be the queen of all the weave, though.
Yeah.
I had every kind of dripping, flowing, flossing, curl, straight.
But now
name
you're
it.
free.
But I am completely free, and I love it.
I didn't get a chance to see you do Brian Babylon.
Yeah, Brian was just back in town yesterday. He came and touched it up, and he flew in from LA and got out of there. They're gonna
tonight, so he wearing it.
He wearing it now. Yeah, he's gonna wear it for a month. They're gonna re-air that show, that episode Friday.
So you got preempted that.
I got
day.
preempted
I was
by
so mad.
Laquan McDonald. I was like, man, that's crazy.
Right,
man.
I was so doggone mad.
Right. I said, y'all better.
You got pictures of Brian. All right, here we go.
All right.
Erskine Reeves is the bomb, y'all. He is the bombdiggity.com. I'm looking at all of these amazing photos of him changing the lives of men. Brothers, don't walk around bald. Get you some hair. Look, it's mine, but get you some hair. You'll feel better about yourself. It'll make you younger, feel good, all of that. He's doing a great job. Tune in, iHeartRadio, WVon. We're here to 9 p.m.
All
right, here we go.
My name's Erskine Reeves,
Right,
and I approve this message.
This next segment and here.
Since Chat Daddy got his shades on, I can't have him be the only one with his on.
I know you bought a million pair of sunglasses. Yeah, I know you.
Well, I was out there. Yeah, I definitely did grab some.
Yeah, I know. Did you get that tie over there too?
The what?
The tie.
No, I got this on the website, but I had this whole thing, mate.
That's not. Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a good job, man. I was really impressed. Yeah.
Did you keep the person's info that you got?
Oh, I got 3 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I was trying out some new stuff to see how they would do.
Right.
Like, for instance, like this is really a jogging suit.
Right.
So it's comfortable, stretchy, but I'm dressed up. Yeah. So you ain't
You
seen
are
that.
kidding me.
I'm putting you on. Yeah. I'm gonna start making them.
Okay.
I got you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here we go. 8:08 p.m. right here on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 a.m. WVon, and you're listening to Real Talk, Real People. It's our pre-Sweetest Day celebration tonight. We're celebrating Men, all the men, the brothers, the fathers, the daddies, the sons, the lovers, the whatever you consider yourself, brother. That's what we celebrate tonight. We're giving Sweetest Day to the men this year. Our very special co-host tonight is the incredible Miss Monique Spence, better known as Coach Mo.
Hey.
And so far we've had a great show this evening. We have had Coach Robinson here, 6'9", 6'10", who's really counting. And he was here earlier tonight talking to us about celebrating Chicago icons of basketball, which is wonderful. Our current guest in studio, we'll get back to him in just a few moments. Yeah, who knows? All right, so make sure you tune into the Thursday night edition of Real Talk, Real People. Don't forget we get started at 6:35 p.m. tomorrow evening after the Urban Business Roundtable hosted by the incredible Miss Nikai Brown. All right, so Monique, we are here with the king of ManWeave, Mr.
King
Erskine Reeves.
Of the ManWeave,
Which
I didn't even know was a thing before
yes,
tonight.
Yes, it is. Quite important. And any woman out there that wants her man to have a little hair on his head for this Sweetest Day or for the Christmas season, Erskine is the man to talk to. And really, he's phenomenal at this. He's been on Windy City Live. He's done quite a bit of press about this. So now, Erskine, let me ask you this. Somebody like myself who has dreads and natural hair, is there a way to add some more hair to mine?
Yeah, you can actually get lock extensions, and that's something more on the stylish side of things that they would do that. That's not a problem. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if it comes to the point where you just want to totally switch it up, then we can do that.
Don't totally switch it up. How, like what?
I mean, what you want to do? You want to get?
I don't know. What would I do?
I mean, you can get a kid and play. High top fade
with my dreads, or just get the dreads, take the dreads out and do a.
If you took them down, we have to mold them down, push them to the side, look at them.
We good. No, we good. We're gonna let this be. Yeah, let's help brothers that need that fact.
All right.
Yeah, there's plenty of them listening to this.
Yeah, those dreads fitting you really good.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. No,
but we can do that beard thing. We can go salt and pepper on the beard if you want to too. Yeah.
Okay, so now here's the deal. I'm gonna be a walking billboard for you.
Okay.
I am. Okay, let's do that.
We're gonna get it right.
We'll make that happen.
So how do you stop the hair?
Wait, hold on one second. See, Erskine, my crew says the reason why I can't grow a beard is I don't know how to change a tire. And so
that's
now
what
that you
was.
said that you're going to bless me with a beard, Joseph come talking about, may you always have flat tires.
I was wondering what that was in my ear.
Shady,
okay.
just shady.
Man, automatic shade. You haven't even got the beard.
If he know I got a flat tire, this show ain't going to happen.
Bro, when you come in here with the beard.
Thousands of people just upset. Talking about, y'all ain't sent AAA for Chad Daddy. Y'all ain't helped the man. Right. It'll be people carrying me here on the rickshaw. Yeah. So he don't know what he's talking about. Yes, sir.
Yeah, when you get the beard, you're going to pick up at least 1,000 more haters, bro.
Oh, that's okay.
So that's just your first one.
That's okay. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Look, I'm looking. Look, I ain't gonna wash my face for the 3 weeks. Okay, I'm gonna use holy oil to wash my face
not
every
holy
day.
Oil.
Yeah, to wash my face.
Well, that's not all you can do. But I got a question. How do you handle the like men? Even if you can't grow a beard all over, but you have some hair coming out. How do you handle that part where you got your hair plus the extra hair?
Yeah, that's just a spot addition. As long as we have something that can match that texture, we can fill in any spots. That's easy. Yeah, creating it from scratch is a little bit more difficult, but just adding in those spots where they always wanted to connect. You know how they missing a little piece. That's easy.
Your Fu Manchu ain't quite Fu Man.
Exactly.
It's something more like Lo Man.
Okay. Exactly.
So now, how long does it take for you to put the pieces in for the average guy?
So the service could go from like 2 to 3 hours.
Oh, it can.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. 2 to 3 hours.
2 to 3 hours get you 2 to 3 weeks. So it's a small sacrifice to make.
It is. That's right. And would we be surprised the age range of people who are doing this? Because I know a lot of young guys are experiencing baldness at a young age. So is there a more age population that's doing this, or is this just vanity across the board?
No, typically between 20 and 50. I mean, you have some young guys, like sometimes that first round of male pattern baldness will hit you like 19, 21, especially if it's an athlete, because, they live in a high acidic state and run with, high testosterone. So that happens. I had a 24-year-old I did a unit on. He stays out of town. His wife, he just got married. She don't even know he got a unit.
You kidding?
He locked her in before she even could know. Absolutely, yeah.
Baby, they're gonna be having.
He not telling her too.
He not telling her.
Yeah. So he come on
got
Saturday.
A whole unit?
Yeah, he has a whole unit. He comes on Sunday. I be like, where you at right now? If you're not here, where you at? He said, I'm at church. He said service went long. He driving up from St. Louis.
He drives here from St. Louis and don't tell his
once a month, and she does not know.
Oh, I knew a lady. Her husband had never seen her without makeup on. And
Had never seen her without makeup
She
on?
would get up early and go put her makeup and everything on, and when the husband wake up, she'd have a full made up face. And she got sick one night, and the husband had to get her to the hospital. And she almost died because he saw her without her. It wasn't because of a health issue. She almost died because that man saw her without her full, regime on.
Oh, my
yeah.
word.
So people are like that. People are. I mean, vanity is something that is really close to people.
But we gonna get all the way married?
I mean,
Be lying about our
women been doing it forever. You don't know what's real.
You can't just let me know as a man that you don't have hair, and then you just can't tell.
Do they have they letting us know? These brothers don't have a clue what's going on.
I don't know that.
Especially how many women?
You know the difference nowadays between a weave and not a weave.
How many women you know? How many friends you got have right now with no eyebrows? And draw me in every day. See, look at that face. Hold on, guys. Look at that face. Exactly. And these guys have no.
I might have a few friends without eyebrows.
See, I'm a hairstylist, so I learned this stuff early. You know, I never knew until I started doing hair how many women have facial hair. Like it's a lot, like full beards and everything. Guys, most guys don't know that, so it's really just even the playing field.
Last year waited on me 7. She had 22-inch eyelashes on. They had it. I never. Her hair on her head was shorter than her eyelashes. I couldn't even believe it.
Yep.
Wait, say what?
Her eyelashes had to been 22 inches long. Maybe just big, just big. And so I mean, but that's the world we live in now. Everything's an optical illusion.
Yeah,
it really is.
Boy.
Well, Erskine, how can we connect with you? How can people find out about all this great stuff? And I'm gonna show you your man beard for my birthday.
Oh,
yes.
snap.
All right. So the easiest way to connect with me is on our website, ErskineReeves.com. Or you can go on Instagram. It's Erskine Reeves straight through, all lowercase.
Very good. What's next for you? I mean, you really are killing the game, brother.
Well, right now I'm focusing on my hairline. I've been training stylists. I probably trained about 500 stylists all over the country. The last 2 years I've been traveling, teaching the technique as a prelude to my hairline, because I want to provide pretty much one resources for everything that they need to do the hair units. And so that's really next. I'm building that up and really just growing that, really trying to take that global.
Okay, very good. We're very proud of you from the Maywood, Bellwood area.
Come on,
have made quite a name for yourself. You're global and really doing the doggone thing. You actually did a unit on comedian Brian Babylon.
Yes.
And it's working for him, huh?
Yes. Am I able to say when that re-airs?
Yeah.
So that's going to re-air Friday, Windy City Live at, I believe it's 1 o'clock. And you'll see me doing the hair unit on comedian Brian Babylon. It's a really funny segment. I encourage you guys to check it out.
All right. Well, if I get my beard, I'm going to go live and let y'all see me get my beard. I'm going to be a Joseph Hut. I'm going to keep it tight, too. I'm going to wrap it every night.
How
I'm
about
going to
this?
sleep
I'm
with
the
my
one
face
done
hanging
with
out
the
the
weave.
bed and all that, huh?
I said, how about I'm the one done with the weave?
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah,
fellas,
and now we
y'all
get the
fellas
weave.
can have the weave.
See,
I'm done with the
brothers
weave.
are doing it for themselves. We are. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for our guest, Mr. Erskine Reeves, known as the master of ManWeave. And gentlemen, men are traveling all over the country to come to Chicago and get your hair back. I know me having hair now makes me feel really different and special and younger and all of that. So a lot of you dudes out there, you ain't got to sit around bawling and grouchy anymore. Go and get you some hair. And you can actually marry a woman she not know you didn't have no hair. Because he was a bear. Now he got hair.
Now he got hair.
You got him a fine one, too.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he got him a fine one.
Yeah.
I'm just scared when they have sex and that hair gets to sweating off.
When your hair sweat off, that ain't good.
Yes, you have to keep a little crazy.
No, it ain't. It's not going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. And if you do it, if it's gonna be rough, just use your do rag. You know.
Just do your do rag on.
To protect your man.
Look, just tell them look and don't touch.
Look and don't touch.
Yeah. Same rules apply.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it does. See, fair.
Y'all started.
Well, see, back when I had the weave, they just told me secure it extra. So it could be extra tight. Okay, that's a whole nother
Yeah, that's a
show.
whole
Well, my lace screw is called Fit Tight. Fit tight, fit right. You good.
Oh.
That's what it's called?
Fit tight.
Fit tight.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, gentlemen, go on and get you a fit tight. You don't have no issues, no problems. All right, so when we come back, Coach Mo and I are going to talk about things that women should and should not do for their man. This Sweetest Day. We're celebrating the pre-Sweetest Day show tonight. Real Talk, Real People. We'll be back in just a moment.
All right.
You know what it is.
Oh, you are.
Appreciate it. Hey, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for looking out. You can reshare this. I'm going to lead us up. All right, good to see everybody.